might think you already know Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. You've seen the Millennium Falcon ride, stormtroopers patrolling the streets, and even guests crafting custom lightsabers at Savi's workshop. But there are actually secrets hidden in plain sight that most visitors simply miss. Today, we're going to reveal those hidden details that bring this world to life.
Let's start with one that's right in front of you, quite literally, but almost nobody notices. Here at the water fountains next to the restrooms is a Dianoga that is hidden. So if you come over here and drink water, this guy will pop out, and it's really cool. And a fun little sign over here says, a warning, water is not safe to consume for most life forms. Please drink with caution. But it's okay, guys, you can drink it. You're at Walt Disney World. The Dianoga is not gonna poison you, I promise.
As a huge animal lover myself, this is my favorite spot in all of Galaxy's Edge, the creature stall, where you can adopt a bunch of different creatures and animals from the Star Wars universe. So if you like animals too, you might walk in here and enjoy the atmosphere. You might look up and see this huge variety of crates and decor in the ceiling, which is super cool. But there's more. There's actually these little red tags hanging for some of the crates. You can see one right up there, and what it is they're tags that are telling the owners of this establishment that those are on hold for very specific people. That one right there is on hold for none other than Jabba the Hutt. And we did in fact check the Arabic translation of the tag. It does say on hold for Mr. Hutt. Back here by the register, we have another crate with another tag, and that one's on hold for Gaia, who is Batuu's most amazing, most talented singer, who we actually got to meet on the Star Cruiser. And then off to the side, there's a crate that looks really cool. It's like, has a bunch of plants on it. It looks like it just got picked out of a jungle. And that one is on hold for Lando Calrissian. So I just love that little tidbit. They're people that you know, and it really is in plain sight.
Now, across from the creature stall, you will see these speeder bikes out here. Before Galaxy's Edge called this area home, a stunt show lived here called Lights, Motors, Action. It was a really cool show with a bunch of cars, and of course they wanted to pay tribute to what came before Batuu. And they did that in the form of some Arabic writing on this middle speeder bike. On there you will see the letters LMA for Lights, Motors, Action. So as you can see, we are doing a lot of Arabic translating today. So we love this little translator you can get here on Batuu. So pro tip, grab one of these if you can. They're really fun to decipher everything in the park. Or you can actually use the Play app and get the Datapad on your phone and use that as well. I want to show you guys some hidden secrets in my favorite shop here, which is the Toydarian Toy Maker. This is where you can get toys themed from everything in the galaxy, like this adorable Chewbacca and so many more. But we're gonna start off with our friend Savaka up here in the window. She is the Toydarian that has made everything here in the shop for us to purchase and have fun with. But in here, I want you guys to walk in and make sure to look up, because they put so much detail into these shops for you guys. Over on this side above the register, you'll see Obi-Wan and Darth Vader having a fight. Over here above me, we have the Millennium Falcon going through an asteroid field being chased by a bunch of TIE fighters, a ginormous Star Destroyer on the side, and one of my personal favorites is over on the end, you have a giant playset of Jabba's sail barge with all the characters in there, and so much detail goes into it. It's absolutely beautiful.
Our last stop in the marketplace is right here at the Blackspire Outfitters, where you can get your Sith robes, your Jedi robes, and a bunch of different items from the Star Cruiser. Now, what you might not know is that our little friend right here, who has a mystery name today, he actually was the tailor for the shop. He is now retired and not working at this moment, but if you look closely and you really look at him, you'll see there is like bits of thread. He's got a bit like of machinery here that he used to make clothing. All his parts and like tools and hands are obviously to make clothing. So don't overlook him. Make sure you say hi. He's worked really hard. Really? Oh, you know what? He just told me something really cool. The best part about being a droid tailor is that you don't need any thumb timbals. We're over here at Savi's, which is where you can build your own custom lightsaber. Now, Savi has a ton of different like junk and parts over here, I think for just his workshop collection, including this beautiful speeder over here. Now, definitely, come by and sit on it, take your picture, enjoy yourself. Oh, there's nothing like quite this feeling, if it only would just go. But what you might not know about this speeder is that you'll be sitting on an Imperial relic. If you look closely, you'll see kind of like the shadow, the imprint of the Imperial emblem. How cool is that? Savi just up and stole it.
All right, this is a fun one. Across from the Millennium Falcon is Oga's Cantina, and on that building you will see somebody very special, and that is Donald Duck. If you look closely, you will see Donald's two eyes, the canopy kind of on the building is his beak, and if you look at the ribbons hanging down, that's like the tassels off of vintage Donald's hat. So definitely make sure to take a look at that and point it out to some friends, because they will be as shocked as we were when we found out for the first time. I was just getting some video of that.
For
the Resistance, of course. Who else?
I don't know.
I mean, do I look like First Order material?
Vi is on a mission today.
She is. I almost got in trouble. I was getting some intel for you guys. She thought I was helping the Order. The intel I was trying to acquire for you guys is here underneath the Millennium Falcon. So of course we all know this is Smuggler's Run, the coolest simulated ride in Walt Disney World, I do have to say. But underneath the cockpit, before you guys hop on, I want you guys to check out a tiny die-cast Millennium Falcon that's just like stuck up under there. I don't know who at Walt Disney World was like, hey guys, let's put a Falcon on the Falcon, but whoever that was, thank you. One more hidden secret here for Smuggler's Run. If you guys didn't know, porgs are an invasive species and they have taken over the Millennium Falcon. So as you're going through the queue, keep an eye out for porg nests, including one over the famous Dejaric table. Falcon Squadron, I found my clone. We were hanging out by the Falcon and this kid walked by and he's like, oh my God, we're wearing like the exact same thing. I think kind of a fun secret for Batuu and Galaxy's Edge is dress up. Characters like Vi earlier will interact with you really well and quickly, and you never know what friends you're going to make along the way with just like complete strangers that love the same things that you do. We're on our way to the First Order section for a really fun detail over there. But here at Oga's Cantina, if you guys didn't know, the DJ in there, DJ Rex, used to be the pilot for Star Tours. So go in, say hi, and listen to him like scratch some cool tunes for you.
Even the trash here on Batuu's got something special about it. If you take a closer look at all the trash cans, you will see that there's a bit of arbesh here, and what it says is trash to sector 3263827. And that's actually the number for the code for the trash compactor on the Death Star where Han, Luke, and Leia almost died. We are huge lovers of the ships of Star Wars, and of course I love coming to Batuu and just looking at their majestic size, but they actually do more. They do more! They actually make noises! You can interact with them. It's really freaking cool. So all you need is your Play app, open it up on your phone, and then you're gonna go to Hack. Okay, so we're gonna go to Hack. It's going to give you a list of choices of things you can hack. And as you can see right here, the first one is the First Order tie. So you're going to hack that. All you have to do here is just connect the similar shape. So I'll go ahead and do some hacking here. So you can see I'm a pro. There we go. And now listen closely. We did it! Did you hear that? Isn't that the coolest freaking thing? This is not the only ship you can hack either. There are actually many others here, so you have to do it next time you come. Near the Droid Depot, you might notice that there's a giant gaping hole that looks like a meteorite crashed. It's actually a crash site. The person that crashed here is Mubo, who is the owner of the Droid Depot. Definitely stop by here and take a look, and don't forget to get a good picture. This is a great photo pass spot. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at some of these parts because they're really, really cool. It's actually like really dirty and kind of messed up. It really does look like a crash site. Now, while we're talking about Mubo, let's go and head to Droid Depot so we can tell you guys about the next fun tidbit. Mubo left a lot of eye candy for you to enjoy in his workshop. So when you come into the Droid Depot, make sure you look up and you're going to see a bunch of droid parts just rotating on top of the main area. Here's the fun part. All the droid parts are there are a bunch of legs, and we only get the right legs. The there are no left legs up there. How weird is that? Now, I don't know this for sure, but I like to think that it's because we are Batuu East, so we are on the right side of the country, so we only get the right legs. If you're a big fan of the original Star Wars trilogy, make sure that you take a look at the freighter ship on top of Docking Bay 7. If you notice, there are 3 containers in it, and each one has a number, 77, 80, and 83. And those are the 3 years that the original movies released. How fun is that? Now, make sure that you're standing far away enough. I recommend standing kind of close to the main entrance of the Droid Depot, and from there you can like turn around and see all 3 numbers. If you're too close, you won't be able to see the middle one. Right next to the cargo ship is Ronto Roasters, where you will always hear a loud sizzling noise, and that's just the Ronto being cooked for you. Now, don't you think that it cooks itself? It does not. It's cooked by our good friend right here, ADJN, who works day and night. He's enslaving away all day, just turn. That's literally all he does. His eyes are glowing because he works so hard. Now here at Ronto Roasters, the owner here is Bakar, and he purchased ADJN, and then he had Mubo from Droid Depot reprogram him as a pit master droid so he can make the best food ever. Ooh, I think the pod racer engine just turned on, if you guys heard that. So that's another bit that I wanted to tell you guys about. That's a pod racing engine cooking the food for you. It's not wood, it's pod racer.
Across from Ronto Roasters is the coolest merch shop in all of Disney World and here on Batuu, and that is Dok-Ondar's Den of Antiquities. In here you will find all kinds of merch, from holocrons to legacy lightsabers to a lot of cosplay items. But in here is the coolest Easter egg outside of our tiny Millennium Falcon, and that's right here in line for the legacy lightsabers. So you're gonna see this spot right here on the ground, and this is what's called an echo spot. So right now, as I'm talking in here, I can hear what sounds like my voice reverberating around this entire room. But if I talk really softly, Estella probably can't hear me right now.
Nope.
So if you come in here and you yell really loud, your friend on the outside's not gonna hear you, but you're gonna hear yourself echoing throughout the entire chamber in here.
I just want you guys to know that I've just been trying to read her lips the whole time.
This is also the holy grail of Star Wars Easter eggs. So Dok-Ondar collects tons of relics, which are up on display on his walls in here. Things from a giant wampa to other creatures from the Star Wars universe, Mando's bow rifle, a Sith chalice just like hanging up out there, and so much more. So if you can think of it from Star Wars, you'll probably find it in here. Now, when you get hungry on Batuu, which come on, you're going to, you're gonna come here to Docking Bay 7 and use the Force and open up the doors, because that is when you feel like a true Jedi or Sith. But in here, there are tons of cool details. This is where all of the cargo ships drop in the food. And I want you guys to take a look around, because the detail in here is insane. From the actual like blue squid you're eating, down here we have these fish like encased in ice where they're being chilled for us to consume. And all around there's just so much. You can actually eat in the cargo containers. But my personal favorite little kind of secret or Easter egg is up top. You can see like a carbonite freezing chamber where they're freezing in all the seafood that they're bringing in. There's also some fun little Easter eggs. If you are into Star Wars Rebels, there is a Melu run over there, so Zev and Ezra can come and snag some for Hera to munch on. And so many cool details. In here is just a fun spot to eat.
We really hope you guys enjoyed learning about all the cool secrets scattered throughout Galaxy's Edge. If you have a favorite, let us know in the comments. Now, if you want to make your next visit extra special, check out our 2025 guide so that you can learn about all the characters you can meet and the food you can eat and all the cool souvenirs that you can take home. We'll see you guys there. Bye!